Mr. Wade here. Now I'm at Riverview Cemetery out here in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Now, me and Mrs. Crime, we have been here numerous times on different occasions to get stories, and we bring them to you. Once again, hit that like button, and once again, Mrs. Crime is not here. She's in California with our grandchild. Our granddaughter came about approximately a month ago, and she's there visiting and taking care of her granddaughter while I'm out here taking care of business and bills and coming here and doing videos for you guys and for us as well, for Tombstone Whispers. If you haven't liked us now, like it again. Also, I'd like to put out there, if you have any video footage or like film or old film that you want to revamp to new, try this down here. We've tried it. We've had a lot of old photos, and we gave it to this company right here that I posted, and they made our old videos look, well, actually photos, not videos, but photos look very nice. Let's try them out. Back to our story. My thing is this. So, I'm here to see Lola Applegate. Who is she? She was murdered by this guy. I'm going to post his name as well because you know Mr. Wade is bad at names, as usual. But I'm looking for a grave. They say she has no grave at this location, but she's here, but no headstone. So, does that make it harder on Mr. Wade? It probably does, but I will look for it. So stay tuned. More to come. So as you see, I'm walking around here. She's section 8. We're in section 8, and she's 425, lot 425, and plot 1. Now, once again, it says she has no headstone, but there should be at least a foot card there, right? I assume. So let's take our time and let Mr. Wade hopefully find a footstone or something like that, a foot card. Stay tuned. We're at the Riverview City Cemetery in Portland, Oregon. Now, I have checked mostly all of 108, section 108, that she was supposed to be laid to rest at. Now, they stated they had no headstone for her, but I thought there'd be at least a green foot card that would be present. I'm still going to look for it. That's section 10 over there, and I assume this is still section 9 across the way. But I'm definitely going to continue to look for it. I might get lucky. Stay tuned. So up here is section 9. When I drove in, I was in section, I think, 2. But as you ride further into the cemetery, you come into different sections, and you come into higher number sections. This is section 8. That's what I was walking around doing my whispers investigations. Could not find a grave there. And right there it says section 108. So I don't know if 108 is from this back, or is it from there down on over that way. We're going to walk that way and see. Mr. Wade's still looking. Stay tuned. You know, there have been times when I've been looking for graves, and I decided to give up, and I end up finding a grave. Excuse me, kind of winded right now. There's a lot of heels out here, and Mr. Wade looking for that grave of Lola. But Sometimes they give markings of where the graves are, and sometimes they don't be exact location. They just say grave 1, grave 2. You know, it can go from inside of the row to the outside of the row. Outside could be 1. Inside of that row could be 1. The middle section could be broken off, and that's a 1. So when it says second grave, you can't never tell if it's the second from that point, the middle point, or the end point. I learned that the hard way. And that's exactly how I found a lot of graves, by knowing that it does skip like that. Stay tuned. So let me break it down on the story of Lola Applegate. Now, she had a husband, and they both decided to leave Portland, and they went to Camas. They went to Camas, Washington, and they were at a bar. And once they decided to leave the bar, they, I guess, began to argue. So Miss Lola states that she decided to go ahead and catch a cab. That's what they're assuming. She took a cab and she left. She was seen later on walking along 6th Avenue in Camas, Washington. The speculations of people saying that they actually seen her walking the street. She was staggering, but she was also seen with this slightly thin guy. He was almost 6 feet, and he was very slender. And they seen them two to be kind of talking and kind of arguing, kind of talking, kind of arguing a little bit. And you would see this tall, slender guy walk with her. Now, later on throughout the night, some individuals stated in a testimony that they seen Lola staggering. She was drunk, like she was high or whatever. But they last seen her on 6th Avenue. Now, later on, all these speculations of people saying they seen her disappear. The guy in question, that's a slender guy that got captured later on, and his friends, they had alibis about going to different areas. They used one of the friends' cars to go to Portland, and they don't remember too much with this female, of course. So anyways, what happened was, how they found her was, they found her clothes were still intact, but they were ripped away. Her bra was ripped. She had blunt force on the back of her head. So, of course, she was raped. Of course, she was murdered. And this guy here that I posted is a suspect, and he's the one that went down for the murder. So she is a victim of this guy that murdered her. And they found her bludgeoned. They use the word bludgeoned. They saying her hands look like she put up a fight, but she was murdered by this guy. That's the story in a nutshell. I've read numerous stories, depth into the story, and it's more on testimony of whom saw what and when they last seen her and when they did this and that. But to get down to the meaty part of the story is that she was murdered by this guy I posted in the video, and we're out here looking for her grave to give her respect. And hopefully I find her grave or a foot card or something. But if not, we will end it at that time. But I will continue to look. Mr. Wade, continue to look. They say she has no grave, but she may have one. But let's continue to look. Stay tuned. So it's called Camp Bonneville. Now what that is, it's called AKA Lover's Lane. It's out in Clark County. That was where they found the body of Lola. She was off in a dirt road. That's where she was at. She was off in a dirt road. And I've been looking for her grave, and I honestly think it cannot be found. It's out here, it's in the right section, but there's no headstone. I'm still looking. I'm not going to give up because I still have light. It's not dark like it used to be with me and Mr. Crime be out there looking for graves, and it gets spooky and all that stuff. It'd be dark and Ooh. But I'm gonna continue to look for her. But that was an update on where they found Miss Applegate. Now, I don't know where that area is at in Clark County, and don't really care about Lover's Lane, Murder Lane, whatever they want to call it. 6th Avenue, that's in Camas. And I guess the guy that did the murder, I guess he lived in Camas for like 1 year, he's admitting to 1 year. But stay tuned, more to come out here at Riverview Cemetery. As you see, the graves go on and on and on, and I might even cross paths with 7th, because I'm looking for 108, and I might do 108, now I'm in 107, I could cross paths. I'm out on the main road up there to see what area I'm at. But I'm looking, and I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to work my way back that way, and we'll see what Mr. Wade finds in. Stay tuned. So, this is Mr. Wade here. I hate to do this, but unfortunately, I could not find the grave of Miss Lola. And I was looking, like really looking, because I figured that the husband might have passed, and maybe they got a grave then for him and his wife. I don't know. I looked for foot cards, nothing to find. I found a couple foot cards, it was dot odds, it was not her. But I assume she's in this location and the one over. I can't say that Mr. Wade got his workout today. I did a lot of walking today. I made some great videos, footage, unfortunately of sad occasions, but just keeping Tombstone Whispers at bay, making sure we continue to bring you some good videos, right? That's what we do. Once again, if you got any old photos that you need to have revamped to brand new, nearly brand new, once again, check out that site. I post on the credits of this video, and I post at the beginning of the video. So be sure you check that out. They can really make your old photos look great. But I feel bad I couldn't find her grave. I looked. I continue to look. I looked some more because I hate not finding the grave. The grave gives the respect and it seals in the story. You see the grave, you see, oh wow, that's her, that's him, the baby, etc. But once again, I hope you enjoyed the video out here at the Riverview Cemetery. I'm gonna show some more footage of it. I need to get out of here before they lock me in. It's like past 6 o'clock right now. I think they close at 7. Hopefully they're still open. Because I came in on a side gate. The gate was kind of shut, but one side was open. So Mr. Wade just flew in here to go make a story. But I hope you guys enjoyed the footage that I have of the cemetery. Unfortunately, not of the grave. I'll be looking for her photos. If she have any, post that on here as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. Unfortunate story. God bless the family. The husband's still living. God bless you. These things do unfortunately happen. It's bad. Stay tuned for a lot more videos from Tombstone Whispers. I'm Mr. Wade.